It's my show, I can do what I want.
No, that was awesome.
Hello and welcome to the Turbo Newscast. It's section 3 again. Fuck that time of week. I'm just gonna ignore that entire phrase altogether. Um, yeah, the political, religious, controversial section. You know, the fun one.
This stuff happened again, apparently.
Yep. The one that we can use the excuse, it was the politics that shut us down when we go offline because of the power outage. Well, we're gonna start out with a good enough place. Gay marriage.
Yeah,
The Supreme Court has agreed to hear the challenges to both California's Proposition 8 and the Federal Defense of Marriage Act. And that could lead to a series of historic rulings. The Supreme Court agreed Friday to take up the explosive issue of same-sex marriage, thrusting itself into a policy debate that's divided federal and state governments in nearly 40 states. I don't know when they're going to be hearing it.
like 20 years from now.
No, they're going to be hearing it this year. Because that's kind of what the Supreme Court does.
They hear things.
Yeah, they hear things. They say, yeah, we'll take that one, and it's going to be heard this year. Likely they will have heard it in March,
So you mean
and
next year?
they will have a ruling by late June on a series of questions, potentially including one of the most basic: can states ban gay marriage, or does the Constitution protect that right for all couples? Also, will decide whether gay and lesbian married couples can be denied federal benefits received by opposite-sex couples. It's a very interesting issue, really.
I think it's very unnecessary.
Well, yeah.
I think you should be able to marry whoever you want to marry and get all the benefits because they're people.
You know, you'd like to think that, wouldn't you?
You'd like to think that people are people. You do know that the Constitution doesn't even specify gender at all. It just says people. So
Yep. On an entirely unrelated note, is it just me, or does the font this guy's name is written in kind of remind you of the Team Fortress 2 font?
I wasn't thinking that.
It I mean, it's not. It isn't the font. It just kind of reminds me of it. For some bizarre reason.
Richard Wolf is the next TF2 class.
Richard Wolf is Pyro.
Someone's gonna make that video now.
uh,
That's amazing. Sorry. Now we're really off topic.
I was searching for a possible way to get a segue out of that. I have no idea how the fuck that would have worked. Oh.
Oh boy.
Well, since I don't have a segue, next
Let's go
story.
on.
Billionaires, and this is almost a story that could be deserving of Section 2. Billionaires warn higher taxes could prevent them from buying politicians. Yep. Introducing a new wrinkle into the already fraught fiscal cliff showdown, a consortium of billionaires today warned that if their taxes are raised, they will no longer have enough money to buy politicians. The group, led by, unsurprisingly, casino billionaire Sheldon Adelson, commissioned a new study showing that the cost of an average politician has soared exponentially over the past decade.
So
While
they
the
won't be able to
American
bribe politicians.
While the American family has seen increases in the cost of food, healthcare, and education, Mr. Adelson says those costs don't compare with the cost of buying a politician, which has gone through the roof.
Then pay for the cost of food, healthcare, and education for people.
Yeah. Maybe there's a corollary. You should open a study into that.
If it's cheaper to do that, then do that.
Oh, and in case you're wondering just how much it does cost to buy an average House member, The casino billionaire points to his group's study, which puts the cost of purchasing an average House member at $2 million, and an average senator at several times that. Good to know.
Isn't this illegal anyways? I don't think you can buy.
I do like this, though. Billionaires are providing employment for a group of seriously incompetent and marginal people. So he's
Oh.
saying, yeah, the people you've elected are fucking retarded.
Are you sure this isn't like an Onion story?
Uh, it might as well be.
I mean, his quotes
Yeah,
might as well be an Onion story.
I know.
I'm not sure whether to love him or hate him. I kind of love the comments he makes, but I kind of hate his practices.
Yeah.
So it's mixed bag here. I don't know.
Well, speaking of onion stories, since the Democrats took control of the Senate in 2006, Republicans have mounted 380 filibusters.
That is a buttload of filibusters.
That is an average of 63 and a third filibusters a year.
I will perform this year's a third of filibuster. I don't know how that works, sir.
Okay. And then the next year, I ust, and then the next year, there we go. There's our
That was
filibuster.
a dumb joke. That was a terrible joke.
That was terrible, but it was worth it.
We are so tired.
It's 11 o'clock at night. Of course we're tired.
It's 2 a.m. here.
It's 11 over here.
Anyways,
Yeah. Yeah.
that is a lot of filibusters.
That's 380 fucking filibusters. What the fuck?
How many do the Democrats have? I'm sure it's less.
Well,
But
yeah.
I'm just wondering.
Come on. I want to know. I don't know if they even have one. They even have stats on it. Yeah, no, I don't see it.
Now I gotta know.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if it was like 2.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it was something like 2, though.
Because they have the majority.
Yeah. They have a majority. Why would they need to filibuster?
They get filibuster because they have the majority. Just to talk because they can talk, you know? A filibuster is basically just talking out of your ass until you die. So that's what politicians like to do sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what we do too, but we don't. It's not called a filibuster here. We just call it the show.
Okay. This next one.
if I no, before we go on.
Okay.
If I become a politician and I need a filibuster, we're doing the show.
I would like to filibuster this proposal, and in order to do that, I'm gonna call up my my co-host Cliff, and we're gonna host our show right here, right now. Hope you enjoy.
You would do it.
Oh yeah, I would. Live streaming from friggin' Congress? Shit yeah.
So there's your good idea for this section.
Alright, this next one is technically an opinion piece. I don't like doing opinion pieces just because, well, they're opinion pieces. But I kind of want to hear your opinion as well.
I have an opinion.
Newt Gingrich has claimed that if Hillary Clinton runs in 2016, the Republicans will be incapable of competing. What do you think? He says she's very formidable as a person, and I think you're vanished. She's very formidable as a person. She's a very competent person. She's married to the most popular Democrat in the country. They both think it would be good for her to be president. That makes it virtually impossible to stop her for the nomination. Exit and rejoin! At least! In addition to having Bill Clinton's support, Hillary Clinton would also have the backing of Barack Obama, who would still be a relatively popular president. Trying to win that will truly be the Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Don't worry, Zella. We'll cut this out in post. Or, you'll cut this out in post. Anytime now. Anytime now. Come on, we've got 2 stories left. Just waiting. Yeah, no, I saw Simon. I'm gonna try inviting you again just in case that's the problem. There you go. It's thrown you out of Plus entirely? Interesting. I'd honestly just say close out the browser and just bring it back. That can take me off now. There we go. Ah. Hillary Clinton looks a lot different than I remembered her. Oh, that would be kind of hilarious. If Elizabeth Warren ran and won. Okay, then do you want to just try for the rest of the show, just finish it out on Skype? Because I think Skype can handle 2 stories. Oh wait, I don't think I'm actually logged into Skype yet. Am I? Nope. Because for some reason it's still not loading up on launch. Alrighty, there we go. Skype is back up. So just let me know. Hangouts or Skype. Sorry, this is the boring part. We're troubleshooting. Always the troubleshooting. Okay, there we go. Alright, I will close out Hangouts. You're still offline, so you're gonna have to start the call. There we go. And welcome back.
Yo.
Luckily,
Sup,
this
home
won't
slice.
be for very long. You're down there. Oh, Skype, stop being stupid. Go.
Stop stupid being. Wait a minute.
Good enough. Okay.
Wonder if I can fix. Just give me 1 second. Just checking something.
Okay.
Load. See, Google won't even load on Opera now. I'm boned. Google has boned me.
Oh well, like I said, we've only got 2 more.
All right,
Stories.
let's finish this out.
Well,
Let's do it.
Including the one we were talking
I've had
about.
plenty of time to think about my opinion now.
Okay, so back to the show. You're gonna have to do a lot of work in post this week.
Holy balls.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Balls all over the place.
Yep. Back to the show. What do you think? Does Hillary have a chance?
Yeah, Hillary has a chance. A pretty good chance if she runs.
Do you think she'll run?
Maybe. I think it's definitely a possibility. I don't think that I'm pretty sure that she might. I don't know if I mean she has been in politics for such a long time that maybe she's lost interest, but
I feel like it's one of those things where you've done it for so long that you kind of live, eat, breathe, sleep politics. You kind of never get out of.
Did you know that
politics.
there was actually a woman who ran for president back in the 1800s?
Really?
It was like 1870 something.
I did not know that. Who?
I couldn't remember her name, but she did it before she could even vote.
Yeah.
Before she had the right to vote.
Wouldn't that have been really interesting if she'd won? I mean, I know it would never have happened in like 1,000 years.
It would never happen, but
wouldn't that have been interesting?
That'd be something for the history books.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, that would have been something for women's suffrage. Yeah, it would have been kind of one of those, okay, look, we can lead you motherfuckers. At least let us vote, for God's sake.
We're leading you right now.
Yeah.
There was another one that ran in like 1920 or something. Like it was right before the Civil. They had no chance. Just minor candidates.
Yeah.
Anyways,
all right.
So, there's my 2 cents.
Yeah. Honestly, I want to see who the Republicans would run against her. I want to see if there would be enough infighting amongst the Republicans again to just kind of throw them just out of the race because of that.
They should let you run, Cliff. They should
I would
sponsor
never
you.
run for the Republicans. No, the Republicans would never elect me as a candidate.
But then I'd win either way if you. I'd win either way if you ran against Hillary. Because then no matter who I voted for, I mean, if I voted for you, it'd be awesome for like 10 seconds, and then we'd be screwed.
Mm-hmm.
And if I voted for Hillary, then I'd have Hillary.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know why I'm contemplating this.
I don't either. I'm not even old enough to run for president.
No, you're not. Someday, Cliff.
uh,
You're gonna be on my ballot someday.
all right. Well, speaking of being on the ballot,
All right.
according to a poll, Stephen Colbert is the most popular choice to replace outgoing senator from South Carolina, Jim DeMint.
Yes. Yes. Oh, wouldn't that be fantastic?
That would be the greatest thing ever.
I would move to South Carolina.
Yeah, Stephen Colbert is the most popular choice among South Carolina voters to replace retiring Senator Jim DeMint, according to a new poll from Democratic-leaning Public Policy Polling. DeMint is leaving the Senate to lead the conservative think tank, the Heritage Foundation, in January. He's the choice of 20% of registered South Carolina voters polled. Tim Scott sees 15%. Trey Gowdy merits 14%, and former South Carolina First Lady Jenny Sanford is in fourth with 11%. The rest of the field is in single digits, so apparently they don't matter. 22% of Republicans desire Scott, and 21% of the GOP wants Gowdy, but the rest of the electorate is pro-Colbert.
I think it's kind of funny that they want a fake Republican.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wonder who they're voting for, as opposed
Colbert
to who's going to
Colbert.
come into the office. Like, are they voting for the show Colbert, or are they voting for Colbert Colbert?
They're both the same.
They're not, though. You're never the same live as you are behind the scenes. I mean, you can get pretty goddamn close, but
Well, they're voting for one of the sexiest women alive, right? So,
well, yes.
they
So
got
hey,
that
we
going
could have our
for them.
first woman president.
Well, not president.
Or never mind.
They're not the first either.
Although getting the seat would get him an in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Colbert for president.
Colbert for president 2020.
2020. Wouldn't that just be like the oddest thing ever?
Wouldn't that be
If
great?
Stephen Colbert won presidency.
Colbert for president.
I don't know what I'd do because
Colbert Stewart for president. There we go.
on one hand, I don't think he could do anything as president. On the other hand, that would be the greatest thing ever.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm so torn up about that idea.
I feel
That's
like
never happening.
he's gonna do the same thing that he did for the presidential election in like I can't remember if it was 08 or 12. I can't remember which one it was. But I feel like he'll run. I feel like he might run or something,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe just as a write-in or something. I don't know. But
I want to see this.
yeah,
Hey, it's not my state, right? So,
yeah, no harm.
no harm done.
Uh,
I just find it funny that they want a fake Republican for office.
Honestly, I would. I'd go off air for 2 years, just for a House seat.
Just do your show from the House seat.
Yeah. Or yeah, just keep doing the show. Just set up shop like in the lobby.
Do you think that would like get awkward, like when he says things that don't
Yeah,
necessarily
he
comply?
interviews other
They'd be like,
congressmen. That would be great. Yes,
Yes,
I
like-
know there's laws against it. I was joking. Technically, though, he could do a stream or something. I don't know. I want to see. I want to see what happens. I can't wait to see
I
what
know, me
happens.
too. And just to see.
Hmm. I want to know if he's said anything about it.
I didn't see his show tonight, so
I haven't seen his show in forever.
I probably should watch his show tonight then.
This
Wait,
was
when
from
was this
like the
posted?
7th to the 9th. The
So
story was
it
published
would
on
be
the
the
10th.
show on Tuesday then, probably.
Yeah.
I'll just watch his whole week. 'Cause I gotta catch up on them anyways. So that's that.
Who's the other comedian that's already in the house? I can't remember.
Who's in the house?
I don't know. Simon's talking about it, so.
In the house.
Oh, Al Franken. Oh, that's right. They actually elected him.
I don't know all
Bizarre
the
people.
representatives.
I don't remember what I was gonna say about him. Yeah, I have no idea. So, with that, before we get cut off by the power, I'm gonna call it a night.
It was successful enough.
Yeah, it was successful enough.
I am going to freaking hate editing this.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Holy balls.
I'm sorry.
It's going to be the worst editing job I've ever done.
I will convert that one bit for you, though.
Alright.
With that, though, I'm going to say that's a wrap for the Turbo Newscast. We'll see you next week. Hopefully we won't have as many issues next week.
We'll be streaming on the best day ever next week. Thank you.
Yep. As always, you can see us live at twitch.tv, or not Twitch, Justin.tv. Don't go to Twitch, you'll not find us there. Actually, it might redirect now. I don't know. But either way, twitch.tv, Justin.tv slash Turbo Newscast.
Mm-hmm.
I've forgotten if there's an underscore or not.
There's not.
Every Thursday at 8 Pacific. 8 Pacific? 8 Pacific. Wow.
8.
I am so scatterbrained right now.
Sorry.
Oh. We'll see you guys next time on the Turbo Newscast.
Bye.